Thank you very much for meeting with me again, Abby. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Yeah, so I know it's been about a week since we last met. I see you've dyed your hair. That looks great. Um, last week we talked about a lot of heavy stuff. I'm just wondering how are you feeling today in regards to what we discussed last week?
Mm, I don't know, fine.
Okay. Yeah, and so, through our discussion, I asked you a bunch of questions, and we identified that you've been having some difficulties with the meth use. You've been using meth over the past, several months. Oftentimes, you mentioned that you use meth with your boyfriend, um, and you also discussed a bit about your relationship and how that looks. And you identified that there's some abuse, right? Some safety concerns in your relationship. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm just wondering, last time we talked about developing a safety plan, and I want to do that with you today. But first, I just want to get a little bit more information on where you're at and like a little bit of information on like your thoughts on where you want to go in your recovery and how I can help you. Does that sound okay?
Yep.
Okay. So first, I'm wondering, like, do you have any goals around your substance use, around your meth use?
Um, I mean, yeah, I would like to not do it. But yeah, I would like to not do it.
Okay. So you want to cut it out completely, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you thought about like making any changes to any other substances like the cannabis or alcohol or anything like that? No? Okay. So that's a wonderful goal, and I think that's excellent. Like that's something that I can definitely help you with, right? And that's something that we can use as our foundation. I'll check in with you regularly about that. If you want to maintain that goal of stopping, we can discuss that today. I'm also kind of worried about your safety, as I mentioned. And we talked about last time how your meth use is often really linked to your relationship with your boyfriend, right? Because you often use with him. Um, where do you see your relationship with your boyfriend going? Like, have you thought about that? Have you thought, do you want to stay with him or not stay with him?
Um, yeah, I mean, one is, I don't know. I want to stay because when it's good, it's so good. But yeah, I would like to stay.
Okay. So you want to stay with your partner, and at the same time, you want to stop using the meth. Is that right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Do you think that's possible?
I don't know. You can tell me.
Okay. Yeah. I'm curious a little bit about that. And, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not going to push you in any direction or kind of pressure you to do anything or the other. But I do want to kind of get an understanding of your thought pattern, right? So what I usually do in these kinds of situations is I go through like a cost benefit chart, right? Where I kind of figure out what are the benefits of staying with your partner? What are the costs of staying with your partner? What are the benefits of leaving? What are the costs of leaving? Can we go through that?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Okay. So, what are the benefits of staying with your partner?
Um, it's just a weird question.
Like, what do you like about him? What do you like staying with him for? Like,
Um,
what are the benefits for
yeah.
you?
Um, when it's we have a lot of fun together.
Hmm.
Um, uh, and I mean uh he gives me a place to live and um, kind of all my friends are his friends.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, like when we're not fighting, it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now I'm wondering, what are the downsides of staying with him?
Um, obviously, um, quitting meth with him in the house has not worked. Um, and um, I know I told you, um, sorry, it's just really hard for me.
It's okay. Take your time.
Like I know, I just would like the abuse to stop.
Mhm.
I don't, I feel scared all the time now.
Yeah. It sounds like even though there's some positive sides of being with him, the abuse and the fear are definite costs of staying with him. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just all the time now, and I don't know why.
Yeah. So there's your safety concerns. And also you mentioned that it would be really hard to stop using meth if you stayed with him. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Now
it's
I'm
not because
wondering,
of him, it's just because it's
yeah,
there. Like, he
sure.
doesn't, that's not his fault.
Okay. And I'm wondering, are there any benefits of leaving him?
Um, I don't know. I don't know.
Would you be safer?
Um, look, I just don't have anywhere to go.
Okay. I hear you don't have anywhere to go. That's something that I could help you with as well too. But imagine you did have somewhere else to go. Would there be any benefits to finding another place and ending your relationship with him?
I don't know, maybe. Like maybe, I don't know. Like maybe I would, like maybe if, like if you can, like if I have another place to go, maybe our
Mhm.
relationship will get better, you know? Like it's a
Okay.
lot having, you know, me in his space all the time.
Okay.
He's stressed out. Like maybe things could get better.
Okay. So you might be safer if you had another place to go, like if you lived elsewhere.
Yeah, like that might be less stressful for him.
Yeah. And also, would you be more likely to stop using meth if you had another place to live?
Yeah.
Okay. And are there any costs of moving out or of like taking a break or leaving him? Any downsides to that?
Um, what do you mean, like money?
Yeah, I guess there would be a financial cost, right? If you find another rental, I might be able to find like a short-term housing option for you, and we can talk about that after. But any other downsides to
Um,
leaving him or to leaving?
um, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, would you be lonely? Would you miss him?
Honestly, I know it sounds bad, but like not right now.
Okay. Okay. So, it sounds like there are some downsides of leaving, and some benefits of leaving, and some benefits of staying with your boyfriend, and some costs or downsides of staying with him. And
Yeah.
we've talked about that, that it can feel good to stay with him, that when he's not abusive, that the relationship's positive, he provides you a place to stay, so you're saving money financially. And on the downside, your physical safety is compromised, right? Like you don't know if you're going to be physically safe, you're scared. It seems like it's having a negative effect on your mental health, and you're more likely to use meth when you're living with him. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm wondering, do you have any other options to live elsewhere, like any friends or family who you could stay with?
Um, yeah, I used to stay with my sister, but she's not talking to me anymore still.
Okay.
Um, I don't know uh when that'll change. So
Okay. Okay. And um, is there anything else you've tried in the past, like to deal with the abuse, whether it's to you know, leave or to kind of discuss what's happening with them? Have you tried anything that's worked in the past or anything else to address the situation?
um yeah, yeah, I would go stay with Jenny.
Okay.
Or one of his buddies. Um if Mark was leaving the party and he was in a particular mood, one of his buddies would give me a heads up. Um, but I don't talk to him anymore. Mark
Okay.
found out about that, and that went poorly.
Okay. I'm wondering, have you ever tried to cut back or to stop using meth while living with him? Like if he offered it to you to, have you ever been able to say no?
Um, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And in terms of like other supports, is there any other professionals that could help you out? Do you have like a doctor, a case manager, any other workers that I'm not aware of?
No.
No? Okay. And have you ever involved like police or like had anyone else kind of address the violence?
No.
No? Okay. And it sounds like that's not something that you're so interested in at this time.
No. And like that doesn't happen here, right?
Okay. Okay. I understand. So thank you very much for giving me that information. And one thing that I want to encourage you to do over the next week is to write this down, right? To write down the benefits of staying with him, the costs or the downsides of staying with him, the benefits of leaving, and the cost of leaving. You can just take a piece of paper, divide it in four, and write that out. And as things come up in your mind, just keep writing it out, and we can discuss that a little bit more next time, okay? And we can figure out what are the best options for you based on what you think, not what I think, okay?
I mean, yeah, but like, didn't we just do that? Like,
We did just do that. That's right. And you might have more thoughts over the next week, right? We just had a few minute conversation, but it's just something that, when you write things down, it's easier to remember. And as thoughts come up along the week, you can keep adding to it.
okay.
Okay. Um, Now I'm wondering, like while you're staying with them, it sounds like you don't currently have a place to go, and your safety is still in jeopardy, right? And so could we develop a safety plan now so you know what to do if things start to get violent, to keep yourself safe?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So first step in that, and I'll write this down, and if you want, I can send you a copy to your phone if your phone is secure. And this is like a kind of note to future self, because when conflict happens, you can get really emotional. It's hard to remember what to do. You might just revert back to patterns that have happened in the past, and it's easier to have a clear map or a road, like a game plan when it's written down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, can you tell me what are some high risk situations? Like, how do you know a conflict is about to happen?
Um, uh, I guess sometimes when he's coming home really late.
Okay. Coming home late, like, do you know what state of mind he or you would be in? Like, would he be more intoxicated than usual? Like, is there usually
Yeah.
substances that are a contributing factor?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And like, what are some signs that he would be irritable or that a conflict is going to be happening? Would he be talking louder, slamming doors, anything like that?
Um, no, he doesn't yell or anything. No, you can just hear him come in. Um, Like I'm usually like I'll be sleeping and I'll wake up, I'll hear him come in. Like
Hmm.
you can just he's just like he's just like grumbling and like
Hmm.
bumping to shit. I just I don't know what to do. Like it's just fuck.
Okay. And are there any particular triggers that you know have led to aggression in the past? Anything that triggers him or triggers you?
No, he just says he always we talk about it later. He always apologizes. He's just really stressed from work. And I lost my job this week, so
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, so it sounds like when he comes home late, and definitely I want to talk about the job loss as well too. But first, I just want to make sure that we have the safety plan down, right? Um, so when he comes home late, when he's grumbling, when he's like intoxicated, and like especially the more intoxicated he is, the higher the risk is. Are those the main kind of warning signs and triggers?
yeah.
Okay. And now I'm wondering, you know, has there been anything in the past that's worked to distract away from a conflict or to resolve the conflict quickly?
I just get it over with,
Okay. So there's nothing that you find can like stop the conflict. And if you fight back, do you feel like it gets worse?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I'm wondering, is there any safe places in your home that you could go if this was a situation that was happening?
No, not
Could you go
anymore.
to your bathroom? Is there like anywhere? Could you lock a door somewhere in your home?
Um, yeah, I can hide in the bathroom, but like you don't get it. Like he's just mad. It's not about me.
Okay. And would you be able to leave your home if this was the kind of situation? And like, would there be a way that you could kind of get out of your home and wait until he calms down, or wait until the next day?
Yeah. A couple of times I climbed out the window,
Okay.
just waited.
Okay. Is there like a place you could go in your neighborhood, like a friend's place or a park or somewhere where you can go and wait?
Do you know what? I was thinking that. Um,
Or a coffee shop or something?
no, because it's so late, man. Like it's, but I met my neighbor this week.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
because you just uh we anyway, it doesn't matter. Like I just met him because whatever.
Okay.
And he lets me walk his dog now. Just,
Oh.
so he's just an old guy. But he's like saw me outside crying and he felt bad for me, I think.
Okay. So maybe you could like stop by his place or like wait near his home or like knock on the door and say hello and let him know that you just need a place to crash for a little while. Okay. Um, and like, are you worried about your boyfriend like monitoring you, like checking your phone or checking your email or your social media?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not worried. Like I just like I gave him full access to that stuff because I just don't want to fight.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
easier.
It might be good just to like change the combination or like the access key on your phone, just so you have some privacy, right? So if I send you the safety plan, that you have a secure place to put it, or is it better that I just not send you the safety plan?
No, I have I can't change like no, I can't change that. But I have an email that he doesn't know about.
Okay.
Um, so I'll send you.
Okay. Does he have access to your bank account?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm wondering if you really needed to leave quickly, right? Like if the abuse got to be worse or like, you needed to get out.
Yeah.
Um, have you thought about having a bag ready so that you might have some cash and like your phone and some documents that you could leave quickly with?
I know. I haven't.
But is that something that you could do?
It just seems really dramatic.
Yeah. That's fair. I don't want to tell you to do anything you don't want to do, but it's just something that like if you did want to get out in short notice, it's
Yeah.
something you could do as like a way to prepare, right? And uh, it that way, if you had some cash on hand rather than, a bank card or credit card that he has access to, then at
Yeah.
least you could find you have some money to pay for a place to stay for a little while. You know what I mean? Or like at least go out to eat for a little bit, and they could buy you some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Um, and I'm wondering, like, if you're interested, there are some YouTube videos where you could learn how to jam a door. So if like, he's trying to come in the bedroom and he's really angry, or if a conflict's about to happen, if you're in the bathroom and he knows how to unlock it, there are some ways that you can kind of like jam the door so it can't open for a little while. Is that something that could be helpful for you?
Huh. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll send the link to that email that he doesn't have access to, right? Um, and I'm wondering, like, if the abuse did get worse, or if there was a situation where you felt like, you couldn't handle it, would you call 911 or would you call police?
No.
Is there any situation where you could imagine like calling for help or calling for police?
No. There's
Like if you thought that your neighbors were just going to call police anyway, would that make sense?
no. I don't want to get him in trouble.
Okay. Um, is it worth being like harmed to not get him in trouble?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. It's just something to think about, right? Um, and so, I'll send you that YouTube video, um, and I'll write up this plan. I'll send it to your secure email address as well. And what I'll do is I'll look into some housing options, right, for people leaving abusive relationships. I'll give you a list of shelters as well. And so, if you really did need to go, there are emergency shelters. I'll send you phone line. There's like the Assaulted Women's Helpline, and there's a shelter intake that you could call where you can get a place to stay for a period of time. But having like some ID is really important, and having some cash on hand would be important, right? Just so if you did need to go to a shelter, you could do that. What do you think about that?
Good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because like I don't want to tell you to do anything you don't want to do. I don't want to pressure you. But what I do want to do is offer you some options, right? And so you have some options calling Assaulted Women's Helpline, and I'll give you the phone number after this. Going to a shelter, having a bag ready to leave quickly, having some cash on hand, and knowing how to jam the door, knowing your high risk warning signs, all these things can help you stay safer, right? And what I want to encourage you to do is to do that cost and benefits of staying in the relationship or leaving or moving out or staying, um, just to help you process like what you might want to do, right? And then we can talk more about that next week. And we can talk about some treatment options as well too, right? For cutting back or stopping. I'm just wondering, do you have a physician or family doctor?
No.
No? Okay. So that's something I'll look into for you as well, because there might be some medication options to deal with cravings. Um, and we can talk about like treatment options if maybe there's like a recovery home that you might want to go to where but I think one of the barriers is that if you're still using other substances, you might not be able to get into some treatment facilities, right? But let's look at like your options. Let me call around and look and see what's available to you, and I'll be able to offer you some more options during our next meeting. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, no problem. And I'm wondering, like, is there anything else I can help you with? Like, is there anything that I could do for you?
No.
Okay. And it sounds like your main goal is to stop using math. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's an excellent goal. That's what I'm here for. We'll continue to work on how to do that. And for the rest of today, I want to talk about like ways to deal with cravings, right? And so when you start to crave meth, how do you cope? How do you distract? And if your partner's around, he's using, how can you set limits? Is that something that we could work on today?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Abby.
Thanks.